Welcome back to Snowrunner Season 13 Dig and Drill. This one was a brute with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on Snowrunner, back on Kazakhstan. Last episode we went round hunting upgrades. I went the last of the watchtowers as well. I've done the final upgrade, that's collected. So I've started the first of my jobs. If we go on to this one here, we are doing Risen from the Rubble at the moment. We're delivering 4 cement to the airport terminal. So we are currently over here at the cement factory warehouse. And then we've got to deliver to the metalworks recycling area, which is there. Garbage. But it's not showing the garbage at the moment. It says truck with crane is recommended. So we are currently in the Azov 73210 AGL. And I've got a trailer on the back of it. Off-road one. So we've got our 4 cements. What we're going to do, I'm going to follow the main road. I think following the main road we might, if I'm reading the map properly, we might come across one of the this season's vehicles, I think, because it just says explore the map, and I think there's one. Now we've got to take a slightly different route here because of debris. There's some debris in the road and a great big hole. So we just want to be careful with that. This doesn't turn particularly tightly. I think this is a modded one. All the mods I'm using are in the description. So how we get on. So I'm going to follow the main road rather than go straight across. That being said, there are some obstructions here and there. I think one potentially being the vehicle in question. But we'll see when we get there. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's all right. I want to try and get this contract done at least in this episode. I've done a bit of blazing around. I did a recovery mission where I had to go and get a Khan loaf, and I used the Bruiser that I'd used in a previous episode. But I thought this might be a bit, rather than just scouting, I thought it's probably about time I got almost some contracts. So as well as the contracts, the same as it is with any of these maps, any of the Snowrunner stuff, there's obviously all the side missions. There's all the recoveries of vehicles that earn you money. There's like speed runs around parts of the map. There's removing boulders, building bridges, that kind of stuff, which will aid in your routes and choosing your routes across the map, because you will come to blockages here and there, which you suddenly think, you know what, I could probably do with getting rid of that. So there may be some off-camera stuff. I might go, again, this all comes down to spare time. So when I've got time, when I'm not doing other stuff, when I'm not doing prep on my Farming Simulator stuff, when I'm not recording on Farming Simulator, when I'm not doing mod reviews, map tours, anything like that. I did some Forklift Simulator when that came out, the new version of many versions. I only did 5 episodes on that, I think, and the episode I posted yesterday was my final episode, final thoughts on the game itself. So it was that thing of, I was sent early access, would I have a look at it, did I want to play it? Well, you know what, I'll give it a go. Played it a little bit, and it was alright. I did the 4 episodes and thought I didn't really do a final one, I didn't do a finishing off. And I didn't want to leave it hanging, so it was that thing of, you know what, I need to get back onto it. But obviously the gameplay then, it took a little while to get to the point where I could then say, okay, I've played this enough now that I can kind of give not a review really, but I suppose it was a review technically. So Saturdays and Sundays are normally a little bit easier in respect of, I know that it's not set in stone either, but generally speaking, Giant Software don't release mods or new maps over the weekend normally. So once I've got a Let's Play up or whatever it is I've been doing, I've then normally got a bit of spare time. If I'm not doing anything with the family, if we don't have any plans, my kids are all busy. My kids are all grown up. If they're all busy, MrSealyp might have things to do, or if we've got plans, then I'll go off and we'll do whatever we're doing. If we haven't got plans, then I'm normally found in my man cave, either catching up or like this, doing some stuff in the background, things that need to get done. So I thought with this one, might as well record some of it, or all of it, or whatever it might be. This series, however many episodes it ends up being, I'm not going strictly base game stuff only, as you can see, and as you saw when I used the Bruiser and I used the Wilma. It's not, I'm all for making my life a little bit easier. But even using stuff like this, it becomes the game of logistics, because it is backwards and forwards across the map, long distances, hauling cargo, And if you're going to do that with just base game stuff, it will take you a long time. And the longevity of the game is massive. And I enjoy the physics, I enjoy the gameplay, I enjoy... Did this last time, I've got to be careful. The movement of the vehicles, I like the challenges of how to go about doing stuff. So whilst there is a little bit of monotony, I still enjoy it. I still enjoy the off-road driving experience. I think a big difference between this and Forklift Simulator was Forklift Simulator, there was only 3 forklifts and there was a pallet truck, and once you opened all of those, there was no more really. It was just endless missions spawned at the different companies, and then it lost. Like this, I love the off-road driving experience, and there's so many vehicles and there's the mod hub and so much to choose from. That's what keeps it fresh and interesting. I lost that on Forklift Simulator. It just didn't do it for me in the end. Start off it did, I enjoyed it a bit. Anyway, we are, hang on, it says we are, let's just stop there a second. Brakes, and I'm going the right way? Yes, I'm going the right way. So whereas on the various different episodes I went to here, and then we kind of went up around here, up that lip here a couple of times, that needs to be cleared. This one of those ones at hard hat area, there's debris in the road, there's a few bits like that which will aid in your progress around the map. This time we're going to follow the road, and the road brings us to here. Now that bit might be a little bit tricky. We might be able to get to the side of it, and then there's this, which I think could be one of the new vehicles, maybe. So it's whether or not I can move that out of the way. It might just be a case of pushing the trailer out of the way just so I can get past for the time being, and I'll come back and I'll do that one. That might be a separate episode, but again, we'll see. This shouldn't be too tricky, and hopefully going to get the garbage wherever the garbage is. You often find with these, you know, one thing you need to collect is one side of the map, you've got to deliver it to the other. It's very unusual to get a mission where the stuff you need is right on top of the place you've got to deliver it for. That doesn't normally happen. It would be nice, but it doesn't generally. Ten-wheel drive vehicles. Oh. And scout trailers are an absolute, or not scout, off-road trailers are an absolute blessing. Just got to make sure it doesn't tip, and that's the thing, you can't take anything for granted, even if you are using modded vehicles. I've done plenty of Snowrunner, I've done plenty of games, I've done plenty of stuff where you get blasé, and then you get to a point where you either get bogged down or something rolls over, or you get snagged on something, or you know, whatever it might be. It's not, and that's the other thing I think I still like about it, is that it's not that thing of every trip is a sure thing. You can't just automatically assume it's going to be a breeze. It doesn't work that way. The problem is having a free day where you can just say, you know what, I'm just going to play for me, you know. I'm going to spend a day, I'm going to just go backwards and forwards, I'm going to clear rock, like boulders, I'm going to build bridges, I'm going to clear a path. I don't often get a free day, you know. And it is that thing of when you get a free day, you think, oh, I should be recording, really. If I am playing, I should be recording. Come on. Well, this does have an option to raise the suspension even higher than it is already. Got to be careful of signs. What one was it I was doing when it flipped my vehicle completely over? Yes, there it is. That's one of the new ones. Oh, we'll come back and unlock that. Now, as soon as I touch that trailer, that cargo is going to fall off. Boom, there you go. Or even go near it. So what I've got to do is try and, if I can shove this out the way, I will. If not, then we might have to winch. But if I can just give it a bit of a, yeah, just a bit of a shufty out of the way. Thank you very much. And we'll come back and we'll sort that out. Whatever mission it is that's required for that. I'll get this one done first. Excellent. I knew it was going to be too good to be true, although we do have a diversion. A lot of diversions. We're getting there. I can't remember, was it 2 garbage? It said if it's 2 garbage, we can probably take the trailer back. and then we'll just go out with the main vehicle for that. I don't know if the garbage has to be picked up with a crane or not. Oh, and that's what I'm talking about. You get tipped too far and you lose your cargo. The amount of times I've done journeys like this without a crane, and I kind of learned that over time, I'd rather have a shorter bed and a crane and a trailer than have a longer bed, no crane, and then have a problem, you know? Oh, beastie. What am I stuck on? Stuck on something? Come on. There we go. Now, I don't know if this kind of like opens up the airport or not. Just risen from the rubble. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Then we'll do the next part. I want to unlock that lorry now. Oh, we have come in the right side. That's good. Oh, there we go. Whoa, fancy. Nice. Right, so garbage. Let's go to there. Where is our garbage? Oh, is that? Oh, what was I saying? What was I saying about this? Never happens. So I've got to take the. Oh, so we are clearing up the airport. I mean, that is generally we're opening up the airport. Oh, okay. So I'll get round there. Can I get through the gates there? I suppose we can try, can't we? Or are they fixed? Oh no. Alright, take those off the hinges. We're helping. We're fixing things, apparently. I can't remember how the cranes work. Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine. Stop! Right, that. Let's go to crane mode. Oh, that's loud! What happened? We want to. Are we lifting or not? Now, how do we rotate it? I'm trying to remember. No. I can't remember how we rotate it. Oh, cargo rotation. And there we go. It says cargo rotation. Genius. Just a little bit more. We're done on that? Pack cargo. Nice. Right, next then, can I don't know if my crane will reach far enough. Might have to detach. Trials and tribulations of the off-road crane operator. Boom, that'll do. So, let's go back to here. Did I not? No. I should have activated my anchors. There we go. For safety reasons. crane mode? I don't know. Probably could have done going a bit more. There we go. Then we'll rotate our cargo, bring that back a little bit. A little further out. I know I can at this point just. There we go, and then attach to that. I think we're good there, aren't we? Come out there. Restore crane. Boom. And then we need to go onto that. Pack cargo. We should be fine. Right. We are restoring an airport. Boom. And then I can't remember. How do I? That'll unpack the. Can unpack the cargo here. Oh. There you go, it packs both. I suddenly thought, I wonder if you have to unpack and then it'll do all of it. Right, we're good. Now, where are we off to? The Metalworks recycling area, which was over here. Oh, there should be a straight run through as well. Admittedly, we've got to go through some of those bits. We came out that way, no problem at all. And then we'll go straight along that road into the town. Take that little bypass round, follow that round here. Metalworks. Bish, bash, and a bit of the old Bosch, and we'll be absolutely sorted. Put the lights on. Let's get our main lights on. Let's go. Right. I won't put you through the unless anything happens, of course. If I roll over, if I get stuck, if any cargo comes off, if I make a mistake, which is highly likely. If you've watched any of my videos before, it's all highly likely. I just hope once we deliver this, then it will come up showing us all lots of lovely fanciness at the airport. That's the point. Right. I don't turn it too much of an angle. I do not want to lose the load. Straight down if possible. Oh, rocks. No, don't twist. Excellent. Oh, I'm struggling more this time. I wasn't on the way out. These aren't heavier, are they? I would have thought cement would have been heavier. I suppose it depends what's in them. Wowzers, oh sorry about that. Okay, Metalworks recycling area. Almost there. Which should give me time to go back and try for that that vehicle. Let's go round. Does it matter? I don't suppose it does. Airport is repaired, risen from the rubble. Main buildings have already been restored, so we're halfway to getting the airport up and running again. Oh, okay. Well, it's not airport repaired, is it? If we're only halfway, but we will accept that. So I guess what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this back. I'm going to leave the trailer. I'm not going to return it, but I'm going to take it back to our. Actually, what's here on the cargo manual? What have we got here? Small pipes, metal rolls, metal beams. Small pipes, metal rolls, metal beams. I don't know. Actually, that's a good point. There's no... Not that I've noticed. There's no point for a generator here, is there? So, I don't know if it's going to be not infinite, but I'm assuming there's going to be locations around the map that are going to require a generator for producing these things, because there will be a limited supply, as there always is. So for bridge repair and clearing rubble and all that kind of stuff, once you've used up what's there, that's it. So what I'm going to do, as I say, take this back. I'm going to leave this at the main garage, the trailer, because for any other sort of jobs that are going to require taking loads, an off-road trailer with 4 slots on it, it's pretty good. I know there's modded ones with 10, 11, 12, there's all sorts of bonkers trailers with loads and loads of slots. There's double story, double deckers, there's all sorts of stuff. I've just kind of got into the habit of using the stuff I use. I know what a lot of people do, and I've seen some videos and people have reached out and messaged me and said what I should do. If you get a double stack, if you get a 12 slot one, they'll go around the map to the various different locations and they will stock up. So they'll put metal beams, they'll put metal rolls, they'll put cement, they'll put whatever it might be, a whole load of stuff on, so when they go around the map, as they encounter things, they can drop stuff off. Do that a few times and you can knock off quite a few contracts fairly quickly. But I'll carry on doing what I'm doing for the moment. So it is morning now. We are back out to the scene of devastation, and the task we have to, well, I say it's not actually that straightforward. The reward is the Plad 450, which is cool. However, when we accept the contract, we'll start tracking. We have to deliver to the old slate quarry the cargo which fell off the side of it. We've then got to deliver the vehicle and the trailer to a second location. So what I've got to do first, I think, is if we're going to repair, we're going to repair that first of all. We're then going to check on its fuel, as off to the Plad just to make sure. Then going to start the engine, attach the winch from the side to, oh blimey, where are we going? Let's get that. Come on, which one? We'll get there in a minute. That one. Like that. Then if we get a little bit closer and put the cargo on the back, I'm assuming it's going to let me drive the lorry. If it isn't, then we're going to have to tow the lorry. I don't know if it will let me get in it, so we might have to tow it. We'll see. Release the winch. We'll get a little bit closer. Got lights, haven't I? Yeah. Handbrake off. As long as we can get that load on, we must be able to switch. I'm saying we must be able to switch. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise we can't hook up, can we? It's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? So I'm not even sure we'll have the reach. We'll have to lift it up and then reassess ourselves, maybe. I don't think we're going to be able to do it from there, are we? No. We're going to have to come out, flip it up and then move it. Do that. There we go. There. Yeah, I don't think we've got enough. No, we can get a little bit closer. Now we'll put it on the ground, detach, do that. Then we'll reset a little bit closer. And then we'll load it on. Whoa! Central. That looks about right. Yep, do that. Now, will it let me switch over to, yep, change truck? No. How's that going to work then? If I can't change truck, don't have to be that much closer to it to change truck. We're going to have to bring something else out to hook up, take the trailer and then do the vehicle. That doesn't make sense because these weren't attached. That's really weird because the implication would be that you've got to do the whole lot in one go, but if you can't change truck you can't hook up to it. That's absolute rhubarb. It's not giving me the option to. What about... No, because it's not registering as a separate vehicle, is it? So what we're going to have to do is bring something else to hook up to that and then tow that, which just seems weird. Then how are we going to get that on? Okay. So I'm going to need something else, and I don't know, that's likely to be a saddle high, isn't it? I'm going to tow this back a little bit if I can. Just so we can... where were we? See if we can back that up a little bit, then maybe we can get a lorry underneath that if we need to. I'll back up ever so slightly. Yeah, we can get something else underneath it. That will do. Do that. Right. Looks like I'm heading back and switching out vehicles. That's really annoying. I'm going to try one more time just in case, because it just seems a bit peculiar. Has it registered the vehicles there? In fact, it's saying change truck, but they're not. Okay, right. See you back out in a minute. I've gone and grabbed the Derry Longhorn 4520. This is a standard in game one. With the jack of all trades set of tyres on. I've gone for saddle high, which I think it's going to be. I also took a little bit of time with the other vehicle before I took it back to move the Plad 450 out the way, We may have to offload the Plad. We'll see. Please brake. Okay, and then we need to pack cargo. That's that bit done. Now what I've got to do is handbrake off. So I don't know if I'll be able to do it all in one go. But we'll try and tow the Plad as far as we can, because we've got a few boggy bits to go through, and this will also show that what I was saying earlier. Whoa, the difference between the modded vehicle with modded tyres and all the rest of the stuff. With this is going to be diff lock on, low range, with a lot of weight, and that behind it I don't know how well we're going to get on. So attach winch, we need to go right to the back. We'll go to, actually how far, we've got one there as well. There. That one there. Please tell me we're not. It won't let me winch to it. Why not? That's weird. Maybe let's get closer. So maybe it's just forcing us, we're going to have to. Very strange. On the back, isn't it? Oh, there we go. That's better. Let's go to the middle, and then we'll move that in a bit. We want to turn on the engine of that vehicle. Actually, I'm going to stop a second to do that. Bring that in a little bit closer. So you have to be careful. The longer the length of the vehicle and the longer the tow rope, you have to be careful. I think we might be too close there actually, because that's going to drag right on the back. When you make turns, if it turns too tight, it gets caught up. I'd like to say, we'll give it a go as it is, and all we can do. This is a proper hit and hope, isn't it? How far back are we? Yeah, it's a little way back, isn't it? Maybe we'll reach it a little bit closer. There we go. I think when this gets delivered it has to be repaired as well, which is going to be interesting. So I'm not really looking at my front, which I should be. Right, so we need that into low range. Diff lock on. Oh, this is quite the rig, isn't it? Well, I've got to make sure I don't take my eye off the ball at the front, because if I hit on something and roll it over, then we're in real trouble. So I'm going to bottom this out either, or flip the load. Blimey. This is nuts! Pretty cool though. So I've got to make sure I do my turns really wide with this. Move that in a little bit closer. Whoa, what have I hit? Barrier. Something else. Whoa! How did I just hit? That was odd. Yeah, so you notice as soon as we turn our wheels, the vehicle we're towing will turn its wheels because its engine's on, and it's turning a tighter radius than we're turning. So we have to be careful here, because that's going to end up in a ditch like it is now. Yeah, we might have to let it release it and come back for it, because that's going to roll over. Look, so annoying. We'll get as far as we can, at least out onto, well, maybe some flatter road, and we'll go from there. Once we get onto the main road, we're alright until right up past. Actually, what we'll do, let's just stop there a second. Wow, that's quite the haul, isn't it? Yeah, if we go to our menu, we want to come right the way back out to the main road there. We've got to go back around this loop here, which is going to be interesting, all the way out to here, then follow this all the way along to this junction. This junction I can drop off the Plad, because I think that's got to be delivered here. Then we've got to go from there, we've got to follow all this round, that's tight, all the way down into the bottom of here, spiral down to there, drop off the load, then the trailer and the Plad have got to be delivered there, so we can come all the way back out again, pick up the Plad, and then bring it in and drop it in there. All because it wouldn't let us switch over and go into the Plad. If we could have done that, we could have just driven the Plad and then maybe come out with another vehicle to repair it, refuel it. But that's where we've got to go. Once we're out onto the road, that might be a little bit tight for turning. Again, we might have to drop the Plad off and come back for it. Just trying to think of a route, because that's all really tight around there. That's going to be a bit of a nightmare. But if we can get it onto the main road, that'll make our lives a little bit easier, I think. Okay. The range, what we hit, all-wheel drive. Come on, keep on going. This next bit is going to be a little bit hairy, to say the least. All I want to do by the end of this episode is unlock that Plad. I know how to do the mission, or where to find the mission for the next one. And we'll probably do that in the next episode. So I've got to avoid turning too tight. This is going to be a mission getting through here, isn't it? And this is what I mean. Even with modded vehicles, I mean this isn't modded, but you can't take anything for granted, because you get a job like this. Oh! This is going to be interesting. No mistake. I might have to drop the Plad off here. Bottomed out a trailer. Well, I can't winch to anything either. Come on. Yeah, we've bottomed our trailer out. Oh man. Just need that to move ever so slightly. Come on. I don't want it to suddenly jolt. We are moving. I just need to get the landing gear of the trailer past that lump. Are we moving or not? What if I detach it and then come at it from a different angle? Would that work? Whoa. Okay. Oh dear. There's not really another route, is there? I'm trying to think. This is horrible. It's another morning, and I switched out. We have now got the FEM 37AT. I switched out for this because it sits higher on the suspension. This one's got bigger tyres. This is another standard, like a DLC type one, but as you can see, we're already higher off the ground. I'm definitely going to come back for the Plad. So what we'll do now, put that in low range, that and that. There we go. We're over that bit already. This just sits a little bit higher. And I thought, you know what? For what we're doing, that makes sense. Although we're going to corner that rock there. Hope this slides round, doesn't tip. Come on, slide, slide, slide. Don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. My trailer is. Come on, slide. Look at the twist on that container. Right, I'm going to back that up a little bit. Turn that way. That back on, that back on. Blimey. That rock's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Avoid that if I can. Wow! This is putting us to the test a little bit. Let's back up again because I'm not going to get past that rock. Come on. Whoa. This was a good shout going back for this. I'm going to stop at the gas station on the way past just to make sure we've got enough. Do that and that. Let's continue to carry on. Right, we should be okay now. I'm trying to think of any other obstacles. If there are any other obstacles, I'll show you when we get to them. If we have any issues, any problems, but I think we're going to be alright now through to the quarry. The quarry is going to be the interesting bit. I may end up having to chop some bits of this out because I'm just thinking time-wise. Careful, careful, careful. Oh, I just thought I'm not looking at the back of the trailer. If I hit one of those barriers and this flips. The only trouble with this, although the FEM does articulate, it's quite long anyway, which makes this entire rig quite quite a proposition for stuff like this. Come on, I just need to graze. Just graze, not catch. There we go. There we go. Right, the Fem, I had to go out, I'll tell you what, getting in and out of that quarry, what a nightmare. I showed a little bit of it. Getting out with the unloaded trailer was a lot easier than getting in. Oh, this is deep. So what I then did was I bought the Bruiser in because I ran out of fuel in the Fem. So once the Fem, you saw that deliver the trailer here, I then went back to the garage, dropped off the Fem, grabbed the Azov again, went back out to grab the Plad, because this Azov, I think we've got some repair and we've got refueling, just in case it needs to be repaired and refueled before returning. I think it might do, we'll see when we get there. But it was far easier going back to collect this than it would have been if I'd have tried to drag it all the way, because yeah, some of those turns, they were pretty tight. Stage complete, yeah, repair it. So I'll do that. We go to repair. Plad. What needs repairing? There's no damage. Oh, it's not repair, it means, well, I say repair, it's showing the refueling. So what we need to do now is refuel. New truck hath been discovered. Accept. Oh, does that mean that's mine now then? Normally it takes it and then you have to... I guess what we'll do now is find out, won't we? Oh yes, it is. That's going to need to go back to the workshop though. This thing is going to be a weapon. Let's get it back into shop. What I'll do next episode, we'll do this all up and then we'll go looking for the other vehicle. But we have collected it. Lights on. Yeah, we need better lights, so let's get it into the garage and we'll have a look. We're good for fuel. I'm going to drive it back. See how it gets on going through this. I mean, drove through the thick mud on the way out. It's big. The front of it looks like a locomotive. It's got that kind of vibe to it. I haven't changed the tyres or anything on this yet. Whoa. Whoa. Hello. Okay. That'll do. Like it so far. Just realised I'm leaning away from my mic. Apologies for that. I'm back. I'm in the garage and there is our Plad 450. I'll retain it for now, and then what we'll do, like I say, next episode we'll come in, we'll see what we can do to this, because we got all the upgrades and stuff. I'm assuming some of those were for this. We went around the map, didn't we? And then I think the next one, the other vehicle, the mission starts just here at the garage, so we can I'll say see if we can whiz out and do that. This one proved a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but let's retain it and I'll see you on the next one. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.